Welcome everyone. My name is Ankit Chamoli and I'm with my friend Arvind Mohan. Today's topic of discussion is environment. There are two kinds of environment, internal environment and the external environment. So let's begin. Starting with the internal environment, before we begin, let me quote you Eckhart Tolle. He says, "The pollution of the planet is only an outward reflection of inner psychic pollution. Millions of unconsciousness individuals not taking responsibility for their inner space." Internal environment, call it your nature, your energy field, or maybe some other name, is basically developed, or I should say is influenced by the people with whom we live or associate ourselves with. Everybody wants to excel in their life. They always want to reach at the top of the Everest. They always want to be successful. And that is what we all need to develop. To get to the excellence, we need to have our best of that internal environment. And that internal environment is basically developed by the people around us, whom I could call the first class players. And all these people around you are the first class players. You are also a first class player in developing your internal environment. And this first class player doesn't mean that the person has to be famous. It's not that somebody has to be famous, or it has to be some who is very popular. A first class player can be simply a person around you whom you are using to yourself becoming a first class player. And that first class player is the one whom we see and we learn from. We may see them, oh, this person is succeeding in this field, we'll see that, okay, that's a good point, we learn from it. We learn from their mistakes, and that is where it will make the difference. Learning from the mistakes. Then you will shift your perspective from being the ordinary to being the extraordinary in yourself. Another thing which is required for developing the internal environment is silence. Because silence has the power. It makes you feel the presence, the present moment in itself. Silence is very important. Because in this today's world, being themselves is what people are missing in today's world. You don't want to become Sir Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, or Richard Branson, or some other name. You just want to become you. And that is where it makes the difference. Because being ourselves is what most of the people are lacking in them. We need to learn that becoming ourselves, that is, we need to learn that being ourselves is what our true nature is. Everybody is unique. I'm not disrespecting when I'm saying that you don't want to become Richard Branson or all those names I said. What I am saying, you don't want to become them. I'm not saying it's okay if you it's great if you are want to become like them, but take them as an example. In this race, when we are running that race, we always tend to forget, and we take the other's identity. We always forget that we are unique and we need to respect it. That is where it makes the difference, being unique. So the other part, external environment. External environment. My friend Aniket was saying to me, Ankit, you should make a video on the environment. I was like, okay, I think I should make one. But I didn't want to be just like Google, you'll type how to keep your environment clean, and just it'll show you tens and thousands of points where you can just go around and say. But this is not the objective. We need to learn that everything has two parts, and those two parts have to be respected. You can't have something without the other part. It's just incomplete. So it's good to have the external environment clean. And we say that the West and or the other foreign countries are clean. But let me ask you one single question. Aren't they producing waste? Let me quote you a fact. New York City produces 12,000 tons of garbage every single day. And that is more than twice as much as any other city in this whole world. So to that I would just say they are good at hiding it. Now, hiding is not the solution. In India, we can say that we are not good at hiding that waste. So, but that's not where the excellence is going to be. We need to shift our perspective, and so that we would become a better person, and we would have a better environment. Because hiding is not the solution. You need to have certain other way of managing that waste, of controlling it, of controlling that external environment, recycling the waste, and that is where it will make the difference. Another thing, all living beings have emotions. It's so disheartening. It feels so bad inside when I see people throwing stones on stray dogs and disrespecting the wildlife or other animals. See, we humans have this tendency. We feel that we are the superior ones, but we are just a part of that circle. Everything is in this circle of life, and we are all interdependent. All these animals, all animals around us, we are all interconnected. We need to respect that, and that is where I would say that all living beings have emotions. I've been to places and with people, and they'll say they'll have a candy and they'll throw the wrapper down, and then they'll be, oh, what difference would it make? But to that I would say, the moment you think that it's not going to make a difference, it won't. But the moment you shift your perspective to that it's going to make a difference, that is where it has made the difference, or it would have already made the difference, because that is very important. And this is where it links us to the internal and the external environment. Now, we have this saying that East in India and other countries in the East have focused more on this inner development. It's good. The West has given us the best technologies, the best gadgets, the best gizmos, and all those latest technologies. But what have they missed? Or I shouldn't say, both of us have missed something. The West has missed the internal development, and we in the East, the external development. And now, I'm not saying that you start finding a house for yourself in Africa somewhere between. What I am saying, that just try to find a balance between life. Just try to find that balance, which is essential. It's something similar. If I would be called a fool if I say, today I'm going to make a coin which is one-sided. It's literally not going to make any difference. It's just going to be a foolish act, because I can't make a coin which is one-sided. If I mend one side, the other side would be there the instant I mend the first side. So the thing is, both the things are complementary, and that's where we need to link the internal and the external environment. And that's all. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.